Then they come to you with the name Mike Perry. What was your reaction? Because I got to think that was probably one that wasn't on your radar.
Not at all. I didn't really care who the opponent was. I cared who the opponent was in terms of I wanted a top 15 guy. If it wasn't going to be a top 15 guy, then I really didn't care. It was more for me, I broke my hand, I did my 3 months of therapy, and then it was just I want to fight before the end of the year. I didn't want to fight next year. I didn't want to have this year. It was successful. I went 2-0 so far, but I didn't want it to be a 2-fight year. I'm 35 years old. I'm not trying to fight twice a year. I'm trying to fight as many times as possible before the end of my career. So I wanted to fight before the end. I knew the Sacramento card was close to home. It was on Big Fox. It would open me up to a whole new audience. This is where I wanted to be, preferably against a big name or a top 15 opponent. But if it wasn't going to be there, I'm just looking to fight. I was itching to fight. So they came back with Mike Perry. He's, all in all, he's a stand-up guy. He's fan-friendly style, and so I said, man, let's sign it. Let's do it,
He's kind of, a little bit different personality. He's out there talking some trash. I know you guys have had a little bit of back and forth, but that hasn't typically been you or your style. So has that been a little bit weird to kind of have this kind of beef, so to speak, going into it?
It was a little bit, it brought a little bit of the younger Alan out in me, I had to kind of find myself for a minute, man. I mean, the younger me, the 19, 20-year-old Alan that would be scrapping in the streets all the time, that wanted to come out. But then the mature guy came out, and I realized, you know what, like, I'm leading this dance, not Mike. You know what I mean? I'm not going to let him dictate how the trash talk goes or how the fight goes. I'm leading this dance. I'm the bigger name. I'm the more experienced fighter. You're on this main card because of me. You're fighting me. And that's how I've been taking it from there. I blocked him on Twitter. I didn't respond to some of his really elementary insults. I mean, they were just pretty lame, so I just stopped responding to him. And like I said, that was kind of my mindset. Like, I'm the one in charge right here, so I'm not going to respond to you when I need. I'll just take care of it in the fight game, take care of it when we fight, and from there, move forward.
You're definitely like the more seasoned guy, of course. I think you're the more well-rounded guy, but he does have some physical tools. And I do wonder, kind of looking at it, you've admitted over your career, sometimes you get off to a little bit of a slow start and you need to get hit a little bit before you wake up. This guy hits you. It might not be, might not have that chance to wake up. So, I mean, is that something that you're having to combat, and are you approaching it and considering that?
No, absolutely. That's 100% part of it, man. Sitting in the pocket with Mike is not a great idea. I could definitely win those exchanges, but why even give him the light of the day to land something, He's, I respect him as a fighter, He's got heavy power, he's undefeated, he got there a 9-0 record for a reason. So I respect that about him, and I just need to dictate how I fight. If I get caught up in these exchanges, it's just upping his percentages to land something on me. If I fight my fight the way that I want to, I'm going to land on him. I'm going to find that opening. I'm going to hurt him. I'm going to put him away.
When you play this thing out in your head, I mean, how do you see this? Because on paper, this does look like it could be one of those, back and forth, fan-friendly type fights.
Yeah, everybody's saying that, man, and it will be exciting. It will be exciting. As much as I polish certain things and tweak my game, I am who I am as a fighter. I think you're kind of born that way. You are who you are. You could pick up skills from your trainer or coaches or be inspired in a certain way, but you're always going to react a certain way under fire. And I will always react a certain way. I try to stay polished in there and do my certain things, but I always will. He's aggressive. I'm aggressive when I need to be. It's going to be a fan-friendly fight. I'm definitely, one of my goals for this fight is to have a bonus. It just happens to be a different one than I normally get, not a fight of the night. But I do plan on putting him away, man. I'm in the best shape of my life. I've said that, people say that almost every fight, but I'm not just saying it this fight. I feel like I have a new strengthening and conditioning coach, Taylor Ramsdale at Chain Fitness, and I've been with him this is my 3rd fight now, and every fight I've seen success in the room, in the weight room and everything. But this fight in particular, after being with him for 2 fights, I feel like it's finally kind of in my DNA now. I've absorbed it. My body's responding a certain way. I'm in a terrific shape, and I plan on going out there and being able to showcase that, putting Mike in a position that he's never been in, where he's like a guy like me. He's never been in there with a guy like me with my skill set, but also a guy that has the heart of me and the cardio of mine and knows how to put him away. So I think it's going to show come fight night on Saturday.